Unstoppable. Coco Gauff claims first major title at the French Open, the match of a lifetime. It was a warm, golden morning in Paris. The kind of morning where even the air seemed to hum with possibility. The clay courts of Roland Garros glowed beneath a pale sunrise, ready to witness history. In the locker room, Coco Gauff sat silently, headphones on, eyes closed, her hands folded around her racket like it was an extension of her soul. Outside, tens of thousands of fans were already chanting her name. The 19-year-old American prodigy was about to step onto Philippe Chatrier court to face Iga Swiatek, the world number one and a reigning clay queen. But Coco was intimidated, not today. She looked at her reflection in the mirror and whispered, "This is my time." And she meant it. From dream to reality. Coco's story began on the hard courts of Delray Beach, Florida. At just 8 years old, she told her parents, "I want to win the French Open one day." They laughed lovingly, but deep down, they knew she was serious. Her father, Coco Gauff, would later recall, "She used to hit balls against the garage wall for hours. Even back then, she wasn't playing for fun. She was playing for destiny." By 15, Coco shocked the world at Wimbledon, defeating Venus Williams, her idol. By 17, she was a global name. But there was always one goal that eluded her, a Grand Slam title. Now, standing in Paris, wearing her black and cool New Balance outfit, she was no longer a rising star. She was a storm. The match begins. As Coco stepped onto the court, the crowd erupted. Flags waved, cameras flashed, and even the air seemed to pulse with anticipation. The umpire's voice cut through the chaos. "Ladies and gentlemen, play." From the very first rally, it was clear this wasn't going to be an ordinary final. Swiatek's forehand thundered across the court, but Gauff met it with lightning speed. Her footwork was flawless, her backhand clean, her composure unshakable. The first set was a symphony of brilliance, long rallies, daring drop shots, gasps from the crowd after every point. When Gauff hit a line-clipping winner to take the set 7-5, she didn't celebrate wildly. She simply clenched her fist and looked to the sky, whispering something only she could hear. Maybe it was thank you. Maybe it was finally. The heart of a champion. But champions don't give up easily, and Iga Swiatek was no ordinary opponent. In the second set, the Polish star came roaring back, unleashing her signature aggression and stunning Coco with deep, punishing shots. Gauff lost the set 3-6. For a moment, the energy shifted. Cameras caught Coco sitting at the changeover, towel over her head, breathing deeply. Her coach, watching from the stands, mouthed, "You've been here before. Trust yourself." And she did. She stood up, adjusted her visor, and walked back onto court like a warrior returning to battle. The final set, fire on clay. The third and final set was pure magic. Both players were running, sliding, stretching every muscle, pushing their limits in a spectacle that had the entire stadium on its feet. Every rally felt like destiny was hanging by a thread. At 5-4, Gauff stepped up to serve a match. Her hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the weight of everything she'd worked for. First serve, ace. Second point, a blistering backhand winner. Third point, Swiatek's return flies long. Match point, Coco bounced the ball 5 times, took a breath, and served wide. Swiatek's return clipped the net and fell short. Game, set, match. The crowd exploded. Coco dropped her racket, fell to her knees, and buried her face in her hands. Tears mixed with clay on her cheeks as the scoreboard flashed. Gauff deaf. Swiatek 7-5, 3-6, 6-4. The moment she had dreamed of since childhood, the French Open champion, was finally real. The roar of Paris. As she stood up, the stadium erupted in chants of "Sio, Sio, Sio." She walked to the net, hugged Iga, and whispered, "You made me better. Thank you." Swiatek smiled graciously. "You earned this," she said. Moments later, Coco climbed into the stands, straight into her father's arms. Corey held her tight, tears in his eyes. "You did it, baby," he whispered. "You did it." Coco's mother, candy, joined them, whispering prayers of gratitude. The entire Gauff family cried together under the Paris sun, not from disbelief, but from fulfillment. The trophy ceremony. As she stood on the podium, the Suzanne Lenglen trophy glittering in her hands, Coco looked out over the crowd, thousands of faces from all over the world cheering her name. Her voice trembled as she began her speech. I've been dreaming of this since I was a little girl. To every kid watching, believe in your dream even when it feels impossible, because one day it won't be. The audience erupted again. Even the commentators were in awe. One of them said softly, "This isn't just a victory. This is the birth of a legend." The aftermath. The world went wild. Every major sports outlet led with the same headline. Unstoppable. Coco Gauff wins her first major at Roland Garros. Social media exploded. Serena Williams tweeted, "She did it. So proud. The future is now." LeBron James posted, "Go off. Queen Crown Fire history made in Paris." Michelle Obama shared, "Coco Gauff, proving that with hard work, anything is possible." Even the Eiffel Tower shimmered in red, white, and blue that night, a tribute to America's newest champion. The weight of a dream. Later that evening, Coco sat alone in her hotel room. The trophy sat on a nightstand beside her, reflecting the soft glow of the city lights. She took a deep breath and whispered, "You did it, little Coco." Her phone buzzed, a text from Serena Williams. "Winning your first one changes everything. Enjoy it. You've earned it." Coco smiled, set her phone down, and stared at the Paris skyline. She thought of 1,000 hours of practice, the heartbreak of past losses, the criticism, the pressure, all of it leading to this single, perfect moment. A legacy begins. After the French Open, Coco's life changed forever. She became the youngest American to win Roland Garros since Serena. Her face appeared on every magazine cover, from Sports Illustrated to Vogue. But amid the fame and flashing lights, she stayed grounded. She donated part of her prize money to rebuild youth tennis courts in Florida and launched a new campaign. Dream Beyond the Lines, aimed at empowering young athletes to pursue their goals. "It's not just about trophies," she said. "It's about leaving the court better than I found it." The match that defined an era. Tennis historians still call that 2025 French Open final the match of a lifetime. The perfect storm of youth and maturity, power and grace, pressure and poetry. Coco didn't just win a title that day. She won belief in herself and in the future of women's tennis. As ESPN's commentators summed it up, Coco Gauff didn't just conquer the clay. She conquered destiny. Epilogue. The girl who became the game. Years from now, fans will still remember that moment. When a 19-year-old girl with courage in her heart and fire in her soul knelt in the red clay of Paris, crying tears of triumph. It wasn't just a victory for her. It was a victory for every dreamer who refuses to quit. And as Coco Gauff lifted that silver trophy under the Paris sun, one truth became undeniable. She wasn't just unstoppable that day. She was eternal. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.